And the one inside the fireplace?
What, fireplace? But why there of all places?
He says it's calming in there. Anyway, his name is Twilight.
Hey, nice to meet you.
He most likely went out to get breakfast.
That's correct, Laura. Chief Yako said he's grabbing breakfast before everyone got together. He asked me to tell everyone, which is why I just did.
Right, Vivia?
Huh? Oh, there's no need to worry. I ate breakfast before coming over here.
You're not even listening!
Oh, sorry. I'm in the way of your cleaning. I don't know about the others, but I agree with hunkering down at the office.
Alright, fine. I'll go and buy some food. But don't blame me if I end up getting dragged into trouble.
Nope, can't have that. Keep your head down, all right? Just what the hell is going on here?
It's like the hand of death itself.
What's wrong, Vivia?
You know what they say. The greater the detective, the more often they encounter death. I haven't had much screen time, and my name's hard to remember, so I don't blame you.
I was worried about you, Fubuki. And the trainee too, I guess. I'm kidding, just joking around. In other words, Yuma is innocent. Or do peacekeepers punish the innocent? That's because a certain sleepyhead woke up today. We arrived at the truth this time thanks to Vivia's investigation.
I was just lucky. Is my beautiful bed of peace and quiet still there? If not, then let me die.
Hmm? Weren't you supposed to talk to Vivia?
I see. This is the perfect building for dying.
Hey, Vivia. Everyone else is out on a job. How long are you gonna stay there?
Until I die?
You gotta be kidding me. Do I have to pull the pieces of you out of there once you're a skeleton? If you have free time, why don't you help work on some unsolved cases?
Chief, do I look like I have a lot of free time to you?
You look like you're so bored you could die. For the sake of the town's safety, it's not something we can ignore. That's where we come in.
There's no point in investigating it. All we will find is boring reality.
No matter how boring it is, it's still reality. There's value in finding it.
Detectives are such troublesome creatures.
Aren't you one too?
Huh?
Don't look at me all surprised.
I want to die someday. And perhaps this is a fitting place for it.
The view here is nice, don't you think? That's certainly an added benefit. The journey here wasn't easy, but things are just getting started. Vivia, let's save Kanai Ward. Together.
That's not why I came to this city.
Right. I'm counting on you then. Wait, what did you say? Did I mishear you?
I don't care what happens to Kanai Ward, and I have no intention to obey orders from the WDO either. I just want some peace and quiet. A calming place where time will gently pass by.
What are you talking about? You're not gonna find that here. The only place you can find perfect peace is heaven. And the only ones who can reach it are the dead. Wait, don't tell me you...
Just leave me alone.
I can't do that. We need your help. Hey, Vivia! Hey, Vivia! Where are you? Hey, Vivia! Where are you?
That voice.
Do you recognize it?
No.
If you have any attachments in this world, I suggest you don't depart.
Attachments.
Then please, think of the people you will leave behind! You must have some in your life. Are you really going to depart without saying farewell to them? There must be someone you'll regret not saying goodbye to.
If I had someone like that, I wouldn't be here. I have no one.
We need your help. Isn't it cool to have a detective agency in a submarine? If you ever have trouble here in Kanai Ward, just come on by. The other detectives and I will always have your back. In exchange, you better watch out for us, too.
What a pain.
If you ever need something, let me know.
I want peace and quiet.
Huh?
I want to be left alone.
There's no way I can do that. We're pals, aren't we? Vivia, you've barely eaten a thing since you came here. You're looking kind of emaciated.
I'm eating well enough.
That's not for eating, that's for reading.
Same thing.
How could they be the same thing? Do you hate the food in this town or something? The hotel restaurants offer lots of different choices. I'm sure you'll find something you can eat. All right, today's my treat. Let's go get dinner at a restaurant.
Why bother with all that trouble? I wish you'd leave me alone.
I can't do that. I may not look it, but I can be pretty persistent. You told me one thing, so now I have to do the opposite. That's just how I am. That's what made me the detective I am today. Vivia! Are you there?
That's Chief Viviakou.
He's not here? Damn it. I'm at the wrong place. I thought he'd come here to investigate. I'm so exhausted.
He took the stairs all the way to the roof to chase after the elevator.
He must have been worried about you. I've watched over 10 people depart, but he's the first one I've seen come looking for the dead. You have a place you can return to. Perhaps that's the difference between us.
Honestly, I don't care for all the noise. I'm rather envious of your world.
However, if you have a place to return home to, you should.
Home, huh?
Hey, Vivia! Where did you go?
Please, go back to him. I'm sure he's waiting for you to return.
Vivia! I was looking all over for you. You had such a solemn look on your face when you left, so I had a hunch. What happened?
I got a bit lost.
Getting lost at your age? Then again, you didn't come to this city that long ago, so I guess that makes sense. Anyway, I'm glad you're okay. Let's go back to my awesome agency office.
However, as long as I continue to travel this path, I may enjoy some peaceful scenery. Beyond the truth. Perhaps the peace I desire can be found there.
What's going on? Oh, you scared me! Vivia, were you there the whole time?
Oh, Chief. Good morning.
Good morning. Do you even know what time it is?
Where did he go?
You mean Yuma? He ran out, saying there's something he wants to investigate.
I see. Like a thunderbolt in spring, the pale blue blink in the far-off night sky. Soon, a storm will arrive.
Huh?
He is dangerous.
What did you say?
Oh, it's nothing. I just want to stay asleep. I want to die someday.
Wait, you're going back to sleep? You've got to be kidding me. Who's there?
What a waste. I guess I'll do it myself.
Is everyone safe?
Everyone. Except the chief. Yeah, I didn't have a choice. Chief's orders. Jeez, no one will leave me alone. I won't do it. You're all determined to fight. But don't you think it'd be better to do as the peacekeepers say in this case? You may be able to get Chief Viviakou medical attention in exchange for surrendering. When you desire something, you're afraid of losing it. And yet, why does everyone continue to have desires? Is the truth even worth it? So, what will you do now? Are you still going to pursue the truth? And if shattering the mirror reveals nothing but darkness and chaos, even then, would you still seek the truth?
Vivia?
I have a feeling. A feeling that our peace and quiet will be pulled right out from under our feet. If you won't stop, then I must stop you. For this world's sake. For the sake of peace and quiet.
Hey, you two. Quit fighting.
Who is that?
Yeah, the truth is cruel. Never in history has the truth been known to be kind.
That voice. Chief Yago?
But you know what? Turning your eyes away from the truth and living a lie is harsh too. In the end, you can never look away from the truth. As long as you live, you must face that pain. So really, what's the point of worrying so much about it? When you're lost, believe in your own heart. That way, even if things end up all wrong, at least you can stand proud.
Impossible. There's no way he could have made it here with those wounds.
Then that voice.
Perhaps it was his soul's voice as it separated from his body.
That means...
No way. Is he dead?
I don't know. We need to find out. But the line is very thin. It could cut away any moment now. Well, since he went through the trouble of risking his life to give us a lecture, I will sheath my blade. When you're lost, you should believe in your own heart. After hearing the chief's words, I just remembered. There's something I need to do. In exchange for obtaining the truth, I sense that our peace and quiet will crumble away. But perhaps something entirely new lies beyond that destruction. If only you had chosen to remain ignorant, I would have walked beside you in silence. But if you intend to seek the truth, then I must stand in your way. Now, expose the truth. Do it, if you want to burn the world down. The phantom vanished. The truth has been mostly exposed, and the labyrinth cannot function much longer. Anything I do now might not matter, but I'll do it anyway. Because it's something I must do. While the chief takes his final breaths.
Vivia.
Yuma. If Chief Yako is the culprit, then what about that death threat? No, that's not the reason. I am well aware of the danger. I haven't gotten this much exercise in a long time. But this is something I must do. I can't leave the chief like this.
Vivia.
I think it's more like he trusted us. He trusted that we would arrive at that conclusion.
Master, watch out!
The phantoms are a reflection of the same people in the real world, right? Which means he should hold the same thoughts. After all the mysteries are solved, the chief back in the real world will die. But you saw yourself, Yuma. The chief is already knocking on death's door. Will you still bury him in the name of truth? No. I liked it, surprisingly. The little bit of peace and quiet I found at the Nocturnal Detective Agency.
Vivia, you knew the truth behind this case from the very beginning.
I had a hunch. Because of my spectral projection, I knew the chief had been planning something for quite some time. But I pretended not to see. I admired him and the world he had made.
That's why you threatened me, and were so uncooperative in the investigation.
I knew you would reach the truth eventually, Yuma. But I tried my best to keep you away. This is the first time in my life I felt this angry. Wait, Director Yomi Hellsmile. We know all about your secret dealings with Dr. Weska.
Vivia!
I think I'll head home now. My business here is done.
So cold-hearted. As usual, he's like an emotionless robot.
Vivia.
My ghost form. I've seen the chief staring at this letter in secret many times. Back then, I didn't know what he was reading. But I know the chief was thinking about it constantly. Perhaps the map of the lab was sent together with this letter.
If so, then it was a total setup.
I'm sure the chief deeply regretted using our fortes as part of his crime. Or maybe that's just the truth I seek. Maybe it's nothing more than wishful thinking. It was rather comfortable in there. I know this may sound like a bad joke, given what you are, but I want to die someday.
Please take care, Vivia!
I want to die someday.